he's back. People are enjoying the idea of the hero. And yeah, I think I start off with why. The hero, bonkers damage. If you want to have the perfect game, it's level 20, the Charge of Darkness, move speed on the talent, the left one there, the ability to clear waves instantly with one charge, and then you're very disruptive in fights. But if you bring it back, to the earlier points of the game, he is an innately tanky hero that loves to try and kill heroes. And I think the reason why it probably fell off before TI was this fixation on Echo Saber having to be built on the hero. The idea that you have to lock yourself into the middle of the fight. But players have been slowly learning the true way of the cow, which is you don't have to just A-click one hero and hope for that 17%. It's about charging through multiple heroes, resetting, going again. So I'm so excited to see how Zai approaches this Spirit Breaker. I hope he tries to play on the fringe of the fight, being really annoying, in and out, shaking it all about. But yeah, we'll see. It's I got to see it.
Well, we will. I mean, he had a great show in last game.
Beautiful.
So we'll see what he can do here.
And he is too. And he is too. Both of them are equally beautiful.
And on the side of Coolguys, anything in particular that you do like that they're trying here in this game too?
I think the main thing is they just have like a large amount of cheap stuns, right? They've got nice ways after laning phase to group up together and to play around at heroes.
That's the 4 bounty rune there for Liquid.
That is a meaty one. That is many dollary dues going towards Liquid there. But yeah, like you asked about the draft, it's just the fact that even though Beastmaster is playing into Naga, Beastmaster now, because of course Wild Axes many patches ago became magical damage, you can just max that against this Naga. You can still play the lane. It's not as devastating as before when it was a physical damage axe and the high armor of Naga would move you out of lane. So I think Beastmaster having an okay time, Ember doing well mid, these two heroes then connecting together and trying to run over the lineup of Liquid, because they don't really have nice and easy stuns, right? It's a slow and clunky ice path. It's this charge that has to then somehow get through a kinetic field, a slight chains, maybe a torrent or a boat, the slows of Beastmaster. So yeah, Liquid, they rely on having an early advantage to be able to enter the game cleanly with their fights.
We'll see. Only the lanes suffer early on. We see in the mid lane so far. Very close actually between the two spirits. We'll see if there is going to be the chance to set up ahead. And yeah, let's see what Funny can do on the Beastmaster. See how much pressure he can put onto Matu.
They actually have a really good lane against Beastmaster, because of course you have Jakiro, who innately has support. You can fight into the ball because the attack's low. And also Naga, but Rana actually going down bottom.
Very nicely done there. DNZ with the kinetic field setup.
Yep. We haven't mentioned Cyber. It's a carry kunker. I was playing, I'll pull a car. I was playing some pubs the other day, and Smiling Knight. I don't know where he plays nowadays, but he was playing some carry kunker in my games, and it's just go normal items. It's not as if anything's too crazy. Armlet, BKB, you do exactly what you do on mid, but you are just getting there a little bit quicker because you have that safe lane farm, the access to the jungle. But yeah, Coolguys very much, they lack hitting towers if Beastmaster isn't with them. And that's where they need to have a strong laning phase. They need to be able to group up early enough because...
Oh, Zai.
Yeah, he's praying for a bash.
He gets a nice one there. Charge over towards DNZ as well. The bash would do it. He's not finding it though. I mean, even if that was a bash, I don't know if he was finding it there, but Zai, he went for it.
Yeah, but that's because as he's only a gold tier Spirit Breaker, the bash percentage hasn't been increased.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm this is a thing. I'm level 30 Spirit Breaker, and mine's like 71%. It's not public, it's not actually, within the UI, but once you play the hero and you get those hero levels, the bash is they just get there. So he is maybe 200 games away from being able to bash there.
See top lane, Funnick. He's got the backup. Omar with the save. Keep Funnick alive. Very low though. Very close to having his Helm of Iron Will, but will have to sit back until the money runs in. Not a bad start though for Coolguys this time round.
Yeah,
getting some good stuff going in the side lanes.
Well, they just have really kind of nice lanes, right? They have a lot of spam between Beastmaster and Snapfire to be able to push out, like whenever Matu spawns his illusions, as long as Axes and then Scatterblast and Cookie are all available at the same time, they can instantly remove the illusions from Naga, which kind of dismantles the idea of the hero. And I think Liquid aren't playing their heroes for winning lanes, right? Like they're hopefully going even and then utilizing kind of that mid-game advantage where classically you pair Storm with heroes that give vision, be it Spectre's kind of the most prominent one, right? In this type of game, you now have Naga who's, without any risk, sending out multiple illusions deep into the map, understanding where people are positioned, and then Spirit Breaker and Storm Spirit will be able to identify who they want to jump together, and then, go. And once they have a BKB and Orchid maybe, it will be really nice for Liquid to be able to jump these heroes. And that's why Coolguys, they need to be ready for that timing of kind of mid-game simplicity of initiation, and they need to try and break down the map, get tanky enough early on, so they don't care about this type of damage. Because Liquid, they're not blowing up a hero from 100 to 0.
No,
it's kind of like these like awkward charge, zip, kill one hero, reset, go again. Naga keeps chipping until she has 4 or 5 items. So yeah, very much Coolguys looking for that kind of nice entry. And I guess as well, they should probably respect the Diffusal Blade on Naga. That will come. That can actually dismantle them a little bit. But yeah, it's exciting to see. This is a game where Coolguys should be controlling the start of this game. Unlike the previous one where they didn't really enter or, they quickly left the game. But this is a game which is looking a lot nicer for them to get some kills and feel like they have some presence within the game at least. Absolutely.
Yeah, they've got a lot better potential, and we're already starting to see some of it. It's bottom lane. Thug off to pretty nice starts to safe lane Kunkka. And Boxy and Zai try and make a bit of a go onto him, but it's very hard to bring this Kunkka down. And now with the X mark, now the drag back onto Boxy. Boxy will try and leap his way back to safety. Can they line up another hit? They can't, so Boxy will live. Attention over towards Zai now instead, but Zai.
Oh, bash him.
He's got DNZ.
There it is.
This time we'll get a bash off, but won't look to dive onto Thug. Does have to be a little cautious of a potential angle, but Thug doesn't even actually go for it there. Won't be able to line up onto Zai at all, so Zai's fine.
Just to be clear, he wasn't BMing by dropping his items. He was trying to drop his bracer to use stick to get more effectiveness from the stick.
See, back on the mid lane. It's been going very even at the moment between Mickey and Noob. 45 for 5 against the 41 for 3.
Yeah, much better stuff from Noob. This game, of course, in that previous one, he was a little bit dismantled in that Lesh v Doom matchup. Noob playing the Doom wasn't really able to capitalize on that. You see Zai and Boxy just playing together, being really obnoxious. And this is kind of the strength of what a core Spirit Breaker can do, is if the support ever leaves the help of the core, instantly going to be hit by that stun, layer into whatever the position 4 has, and it does spell death.
Absolutely. Now that they've got those levels, they can have quite a better shot at going for these sort of plays. And what they can do about Thug. Nice dodge of the torrent there from Zai. Now to stay on top of target here is Thug. He's struggling to run from this one. He's not going to be able to make it out. Backup does come in. So Noob, he's ready for the cleanup.
Wait, can he get the slight? No, okay. I was going to say if he could remnant into slight, but he actually had no remnants available. Yep, nice stuff from Zai so far. Really kind of playing some nice fluid Spirit Breaker. People might not be noticing it, but every time he's charging the Kunkka, he's doing it in a way that he's also hitting the entire creep wave, putting it to half HP, allowing for the Mirana as well to also starfall it down as well. Like, they are ensuring it's not kind of a more rugged approach. They are trying to get some farm in their aggression as well.
Obviously, both mids actually making some early moves. Mickey goes top for a kill. He's going to head over towards the camps, and there's quite a nicely stacked one here. As Mickey will be able to take this pretty much a triple stack, I believe, away from Coolguys.
But Noob using that regen rune, he's healthy as the days. Yep, he's straight in.
Has he got enough mana to get away, Mickey? He does. Mickey will get out. So they get the stack, they get out. Sure, they lose the life of Insania, but Mickey, he's still going to be very happy with that whole series of events. See bottom. Another attempt onto Thug. Have they got the burst? Not quite. Thug's into the trees, he's fine. He's now looking for the turnaround. X mark into the torrent. Onto Zai. Not enough damage though. Zai's fine. Extra TP's coming in for Coolguys. Omar not going to be able to get the catch on Boxy as Boxy is away.
Yeah, nice skill build as well on Zai right now, because he has gone for that casual point of bulldoze, especially against heroes that have these annoying lockdown spells or slows. You want to get that off that as quick as possible with the bulldoze. During the Zhao 8 era of Spirit Breaker, it was very much charge and bash, no bulldoze, and then most pro players trying to emulate forgot bulldoze and how good it was, but Zai is a top lad. He's not gonna, skip this spell, especially in the off lane. You need to be able to tank up a little bit. But this is where Kunkka, he'll be able to thrive once he has full HP. X mark yourself, TP back quickly. You're not gonna care about Spirit Breaker anymore. When you have this boat always available, Spirit Breaker and Mirana will not do enough damage to kill off the Kunkka alone, unless he's half HP, maybe out of position, down the lane, able to be chased down. But if he's sitting at pretty healthy with that boat available, this should now be a Kunkka who can safely move around this bottom part of the map once he heals up. By the position 5 south.
Now we are going to have to keep an eye on that farm from Matu, though. I mean, Liquid being the team that they are there. Pretty top stuff on the stacking department, so there's going to be a lot of preparation for Matu. See if they can get Thug this time around.
They're going to get
They get him.
Okay, the only way he dies if he gets the bash doesn't instantly boat. Like, the fact he didn't boat straight away. Oh! Alright, Zai just handled him.
Yeah, he's definitely got to be a bit more preemptive with that ult.
That shouldn't have been a kill.
Bottom lane, another one here for Liquid. DNZ.
Nice stuff so far.
See what Coolguys can do in return. They're trying for the tier 1 top.
But at least this time from Coolguys, they're actually making plays whilst under that aggression, right? Okay, we get to see the highlights. So yeah, we see here, he's already like 3/4 HP. He goes for Torrent instead of boat. If this was a boat, potentially would have been tanking. It should have been tanking enough to walk it off, but he gets the charge off. He then gets the bash off as well into ult, into arrow. Yeah, Liquid really just kind of punishing the greediness of Fug there.
Yeah, they're starting to get a bit of a lead now. 8 for 4, 2k lead for Liquid. As I say, Matu, he's at that side of the map, nicely prepared for him. So the free farm will continue to roll in for the Naga Siren.
Oh, look at him coming top.
See what they can do to save Funnick here. Quick cookie. Buy him some space. We're going to see a big zip across from the side there. Mid-game. Straight in for Funnick. They will manage to get him before he can get a roar off. See if Noob can do anything in return, as Mickey is out of mana. Can't quite go back in on it. They'll look for Zai. Drag him back into the boat combo. Zai, he'll fall for this. See what more they can find here as Insania has been trapped in the field. A good glimpse as well there from DNZ, spotting out Mickey to the side of the fight. Insania, though, okay, still goes down because of the cookie. Static Storm down onto Mickey. Mickey trying to run away from this. Will be able to take off the Flame Guard with that burst of damage, but the Torrent is there. Thug gets the double. Nicely done there by Coolguys, and as I say, a fantastic glimpse from DNZ. Make sure that they get the big target as well, getting that. And that grab on the Storm.
Yeah, and that's the really nice thing kind of with Coolguys lineup, where Liquid, if they want to take early fights, it's this kind of you either commit or you don't, right? Like Spirit Breakers and Storm Spirit, they're either in the fight, and once they're in, the ability to kind of disengage isn't really there until they either have, Storm with the mana pool or Spirit Breaker with the items to then, quickly scurry away under the cover of Bulldoze. And then when you have heroes like Kunkka with the X Mark, Disruptor with the Glimpse, even Ember to some degree with that ability to kind of disengage and kind of prolong a fight, like they can punish very easily Liquid's aggression. So yeah, we see it there. That double jump on one hero. If Kunkka and Disruptor are available, yeah, they're going to have it. Funnick now charged from across the map.
Yeah. Should be an easy one here with the damage of the Macro Pyre.
Zai's actually really good at getting the bash after the charge. That is a high skill thing, being able to actually get that 17% bash when you need it. And so far, he's looking pretty chipper on this Spirit Breaker.
That's not going bad for him at all. A couple of games here, Zai. He has definitely been leading the way here for Liquid both times. First time round on his Pudge, this time on the Spirit Breaker. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and he is going to be going for that Echo Saber build. With the type of game that he's been playing so far, where he has got this many kills, it isn't that bad because as an item, it gives you that regeneration, mana regeneration, to be able to have the spells available. But also you can disassemble the Echo Saber, use that Ogre Club for your BKB, and it kind of bridges that emptiness of your inventory if you are trying to rush a BKB. So yeah, in this type of game where he's actually getting kills, perfectly fine. But Matu though,
they're on the lookout for him.
Oh, but they went for the illusion and
they did fall for it. And now backup's on its way. Matu, he's going to stick around. They get the arrow connection straight in onto Noob. As they turn it around perfectly here, Liquid.
That was really beautiful. Unfortunately for Coolguys, they didn't have the vision on Naga at all. So when they saw that first illusion, they were like, oh, this has to be the real one. But it actually was just the illusion spawning. 2 went left, 1 went up. Yeah, we get to see it here.
That.
Yeah, like, okay, they didn't actually see him at the start of this engagement. it was just very much of, oh, this is the first one we see. He hasn't used illusions yet. They commit the spells, and unfortunately, it wasn't the real one. And look at him, he's getting like, that could have been the real. If RNG was a little bit different and he spawned to the top side, that could have been a different story. But Matu instantly capitalizing on that mistake from Coolguys, the hastiness of using their spells, and turns it around. And cancelling Song into Arrow, also really clean stuff.
Yeah, nicely timed.
This is pretty much an uncontested Naga now, just kind of moving around, doing whatever she wants, and yeah, has the Manta. Potentially might just go straight for the Diffusal Blade to really kind of force in the fight. All the heroes on Coolguys will not enjoy getting hit by some Diffusal Illusions.
Another kill for them down bottom. Matu getting involved quite nicely this game.
And this is going to be kind of like the Naga classic, right? Where the laning phase gets broken down, you start playing in the enemy jungle, you put the illusions in front of you as this kind of wall of farm. You farm behind it, the tri-camp, and the only way they kill you is if they smoke, and meanwhile you've got the rest of your team lapping up the fruits of the other side of the map. And of course we have a Veil on Boxy. Very good item. Just all spell damage increased by the Veil active, so realistically nowadays, every team should have one.
So we can do here, they're trying for Funnick. Funnick won't put a stop to that with a roar.
So I didn't have Bulldoze available there, because if he did, of course, would have reduced the time of that roar, therefore allowing him to get the ult off, layer that with Boxy, but he didn't have the Bulldoze available, therefore Beastmaster walks away.
Well, they have grabbed Mika here in the combo. Static Storm down, and with the damage of the kisses to back it up. I'll get the kill. Arrow into the Orchid though, straight back onto Noob. Noob could be in trouble here. They have indeed got the damage to take him out through the silence. Still down to themselves though, Liquid. They won't be able to take anything more here from Coolguys. Just a bit of punishment for Noob.
You see Liquid just... Will they be defending this tower? I'm sure they are. You know, with the Naga and the Jakiro alive, this should not be in any way a contest from Coolguys. They need to reset. And I think Coolguys, they're still feeling a little bit uncomfortable here, because the type of heroes that they have, I feel like they wish they had a little bit more on the map right now, especially with a Beastmaster with the ability to try and take these earlier towers. They've not really been able to do it because of the tempo that the Spirit Breaker's been setting. Constantly charging, constantly forcing out TPs. We've not seen that kind of grouping effort that we expected from this Coolguys lineup. They've been defending pretty well, but again, that doesn't really win you games when you're not able to muster the resources to start hitting towers.
See them get the grab here onto the Ember, but once again, able to make it away. Zai coming in with a big charge along the side, hits off onto the two supports.
Absolutely devastating when a Spirit Breaker can do that. When you connect double heroes, and I love like the combination of having this big damage source, like through the Jakiro. Spirit Breaker is a hero that locks down for so long. When he gets items, he does damage, but before then, he's just kind of like a CC machine. And Jakiro with Macropire can really thrive on that.
Zai, he's just found himself Funnick. Funnick.
He can't TP either.
Does have Thug to help out. Boat will come off. Just going to give a bit of safetiness for Funnick, but it isn't enough. And Zai, he's charging away. And he's going to make it. Not enough damage over time to kill him.
Oh, Matu really wants him. Luckily, the clarity just got delivered.
And he's going to have him. I mean, he's well onto the way to the Scardy now. Matu about halfway in onto it.
We just saw there one of the biggest weaknesses of Spirit Breaker, though, is when slows get applied to him, his ability to escape these engagements is removed. Because a stun is great, but Bulldoze shrugs it off. If you're getting hit by a slow, which is, you know, an 8-9 second slow, you're not going to be charging that quickly away. And we can see maybe in the future fights, like if you get that ball connection onto the Spirit Breaker, it can remove a lot of his damage. But again, it's very hard to do that because during the fight you need to get the ball, run it over, click the Spirit Breaker. But we'll see, maybe.
That's right.
I mean, he doesn't care. Like, he's just literally a big old cow walking through the map, right? Like, if you want to kill him, you got to use 2.5 heroes, all their skills at the same time to kill him, right? Like, if you play with this level of confidence, your Naga will free farm, your Storm will free farm. So, yeah, just playing the hero to its full potential. People are probably laughing at me for saying that about Spirit Breaker, but I'm enjoying the nuisance he's, causing right now.
I mean, he is. He's causing a lot of it. Making all the space here, Zai, and it's definitely showing on the gold of his allies. It's Matu, top spot. Said that Skadi, it's got to be out pretty soon by the looks of it. Yeah, it's 800 gold and you're going to have Skadi done. So this pre-20-minute Manta Skadi Naga Siren is going to be a complete terror for Coolguys to deal with.
Yeah, he did, like, we mentioned it already, like the idea of maybe going for Diffusal, because if you lock down that Ember or that Kunkka, if they have no mana, they won't feel great. But instead he's like, well, you're already winning the game without me. I'll just play for, you know, a 25-minute timing, Skadi plus probably some Butterfly or something, and we'll just walk you over at this point, rather than trying to go for this fight-centric type of playstyle. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Liquid really is demonstrating so far that they want to take lots of these kind of cheaper fights. Matu isn't scared to join these fights, but he's still playing for, I am the actual carry. He's not like cheapening his itemization to all in on how Liquid's playing. So even though they're playing with that kind of high pace, I like how they have this kind of mindset for, we're going to win the game at 25.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Coolguys just trying to do their best to not give a chance for Liquid to charge into them right now, as they do stay pretty close together. 4 of them hanging around that river area. Just giving that continued space for Matu though. Tier 2 tower will be taken and nothing done in response by Coolguys.
Yeah, Coolguys, they are just trying to occupy this top side of the map. They're trying to play in some of their own vision, but you see on the minimap the amount of sentries that Liquid has in this top jungle. Like, they kind of control it still. Like, even though Coolguys are playing here, they're not playing here with the certainty of this is our map to play in. Like, they're playing inside Liquid vision, and if Liquid at any point want to play here, they will make that move.
Quick moves from Boxing. It's going to be able to get him out of the reach of DNC's Disruptor.
Zai meanwhile taking the bottom outpost and then instantly charging into the fight. Currently charging off Noob.
So they go for him. They're going to have the combo with Mickey. And that lead him with the pullback. Do they do enough damage with the ult of Zai? They certainly do. Noob's taken out. DNZ is shortly following. See what angle Mickey can find. Funix out with the TP, but Omar, he's all on his own. Dove in upon but from Zai and Mickey. As Liquid once again making it easy when they have these opportunities to just run at Coolguys, having the clear information so they can go target to target. And with those kills, into the Roche pit they go. 22-9, not 10k lead here, 21 minutes in. Everything continuing to look pretty good here for Liquid in their first series.
But yeah, this is like kind of the point I was making, the idea that Coolguys, they're trying to play in this top side of the map, because a natural way to play Dota is when your opponent plays your jungle, you try and occupy their jungle, and then you kind of force the 50-50 map split to be, you know, top to bottom. But that doesn't really work in this lineup, because for Liquid, if they ever want to go back into that area, they have so many ways to just jump the backlines, to jump into kind of the looseness of Coolguys, because Coolguys right now, only Kunkka has the BKB. Everyone else is kind of nearing a defensive item, but they're not there yet. So as soon as Liquid kind of turn up that pace, turn back around and go to their own jungle, they'll get as many kills as they want. And the vision side of it, like, again, if we look at the mini-map, like, all those little red dots, that's Liquid vision. So Liquid owns their own jungle still as well. So yeah, very much Coolguys. They are going to have to react to this playstyle and go, okay, we should only play on our side of the map. And I think Noob drew this as well on the mini-map. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he drew a line on all his live towers saying, guys, these towers, we hug them. We do not leave the map anymore. So we're most likely going to be seeing Coolguys hug each other, move very slowly together, and hope to get as little farm as they can.
Bottom. They get another set up onto Noob. Noob not standing a chance there.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what needs to be done to some degree, because like Noob, the Ember Spirit, classically known as a hero that can push out lanes, quickly jump back, but when you have Storm with the Orchid jumping you, and you don't have the BKB, you are just going to die. And Kunkka pokes his head top, bam, Spirit Breaker's up there.
Quick moves.
Yeah.
Just across the map. Thug will get the BKB off. He has got the boat. That run will give him a bit of sustain. On the backlines though, Mickey's already found himself the target of Funny. As Beastmaster's out of the fight, Matu ready to join the fray as he comes over onto DNC, and now Thug. The BKB's ended, the run short to come to an end as well. He'll try and arm the toggle his way out of this, but there's no chance.
This is just kind of beautiful stuff from Liquid. It is so methodical, so clean, and just punishing. Anytime Coolguys steps out of position for a second, Storm's Throat's there, Spirit Breaker's there, and then they're either paired with Marana or Jakiro on either side of the map, giving that extra little bit of damage, right? Because independently, they might not have the damage, but when you have Jakiro with the Macropire, Marana with a Veil and her skill set, There's so much damage to be had if they want to kill a single hero. And again, no BKBs, no defensive items. It's very hard for Coolguys to even try and play the map now under that kind of map pressure of a Naga and the jump of, like I mentioned before, Storm and Spiritbreaker. Yeah, it's really nice to see. I'm just happy Spiritbreaker's winning a game.
He's winning it pretty nicely. That's for sure.
And yeah, you see that Echo Saber did get disassembled, but rather than going for a BKB, he used the Ogre component to complete the Aghanims, and now he's going to just keep the casual Oblivion stuff. This time, I think, yeah, he's looking maybe to complete it into the Orchid. Alternatively, you could just leave it as a casual Oblivion and go for a BKB, but with how this game's going, he can opt fully for kind of like the aggressive style. No need for defensive items because, yeah, I don't think he has any fears when he connects on a charge right now.
Let's see what the move is here from Coolguys.
I think the saving grace for Coolguys is the fact that Liquid, they're never cleanly hitting your towers, right? Like they don't have this, you know, Pugna style hero, this Terrorblade with meta that's going to be able to walk to the tier 3 and go, this is now my siege. With their heroes, they need to play for pickoffs. They need Naga to find that entry outside of the map.
There we go, the fight starts. Mickey finds DNZ. He's now ready to go over towards Funnick. Funnick will turn with a roar. See if they can get Matu back to safety as Noob is on top of the Naga Siren, trying to take down Matuma Man, but a charge over from Zai keeps Matu safe. Noob still trying to finish off the job, but he can't quite.
No.
They're going to tap out. GG has been called. At 25 minutes, I think it's similar time to what we saw in the first game. Another smooth victory here for Liquid. As we said at the start, this was always going to be a bit of a rough first series here for Coolguys, their first time up in the upper division, and it certainly ended that way. Liquid, they had an easy one on their hands here, 2-0.